let's get right into it because there is a massive cosmic shift on the horizon. If you're someone who tracks how planetary movements actually ripple into our daily lives, you are definitely going to want to pay close attention to this explainer. Today, we're breaking down the mechanics of a highly anticipated event, the Sagittarius blue moon. We're going to map out exactly what's coming, who it's uniquely going to impact, and most importantly, how you can strategically navigate all this new energy. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's jump right in.
Okay, look at this number, 31. It's not just a random digit. It is literally the anchor point for our entire timeline today. 31 represents a very specific date coming up in our near future, May 31, 2026. So what makes this specific 31st so crucial? Well, on this exact day, we're going to experience a pretty rare astronomical anomaly, the second full moon within a single calendar month.
You know the phrase, once in a blue moon?
Yeah, this is it. It's an extra surge of lunar energy packed into a standard 30-day window, and it completely sets the stage for a massive shift in our collective momentum.
So, seriously, mark your calendars for May 31, 2026. This is our introduction to a very specific, very potent energetic landscape. And here's the kicker. This isn't just your standard run-of-the-mill blue moon. It's happening right in the heart of Sagittarius. The energy of this day is absolutely not generalized. It is highly, highly targeted. When you combine that extra full moon with the completely unique traits of Sagittarius, you get a potent formula for some really profound change.
Let's talk about those traits for a second. Sagittarius is fundamentally a symbol of freedom, deep knowledge, and spirituality. Because this rare lunar event sits squarely in this sign, it's going to demand growth from all of us, no exceptions. The real magic of this specific full moon is that it'll give us the exact push we need to finally let go of outdated ideas. It's kind of like a mental unlocking, right? If you've been clinging to old ways of thinking that just don't serve your freedom or your spiritual growth anymore, this transit acts as the ultimate catalyst to just release them for good.
So, how does this massive celestial event actually touch down here on Earth? Well, let's zoom in. Let's look at the exact impact this will have on specific sectors of our society and, of course, on our individual zodiac signs. We're moving from this big abstract concept of freedom down into the highly practical reality of our careers, our daily interactions, and our inherent astrological makeup. Where is all this energy going to flow first? Let's take a look. If you work in, or even if you're just passionate about education, travel, or philosophy, get ready. You are about to ride a massive wave of inspiration. That Sagittarius focus on knowledge is going to directly supercharge the education sector, while its obsession with freedom absolutely fuels the travel industry. It's a period where these specific areas are going to see a massive influx of visionary energy. So, whether you're a teacher, someone planning a life-changing trip, or just someone asking the big, deep philosophical questions, you're going to find a highly productive level of inspiration just sitting right at your fingertips.
But hey, it doesn't stop at our careers. This transit is also going to bring a much-needed wave of absolute clarity into our relationships. It's going to empower people to express their true thoughts far more openly than they normally would. Because Sagittarius energy so deeply values truth, the fog of miscommunication is going to naturally lift. Seriously, if there's been any ambiguity between you and a partner, a friend, or even a coworker, this blue moon provides the exact illumination required to see things as they really are, and the boldness to speak your mind.
Okay, now let's talk about you. How does this energy specifically interact with your personal blueprint? There's a really fascinating contrast in how different elemental groups are going to process this. Fire signs, so Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, you're going to feel a massive surge of raw confidence and personal energy. Because this transit happens in a fire sign, you naturally align with it. It's your element. On the flip side, the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, you're going to experience this as a gateway to fresh, new opportunities and highly intellectual ideas. Basically, the fire of the moon fuels the air sign's intellect, bringing a whirlwind of potential directly to your doorstep.
Now, let's be real for a second. No major astrological transit comes with a little friction, right? So let's look at the emotional reality of this event and, more importantly, how to actually navigate it. The source material we're looking at makes a very clear point to address not just the high-flying inspiration of this period, but the heavy emotional weight of experiencing a second full moon in 1 month. That is a lot of energetic input for the human mind and body to process. We need to know exactly how to manage this incoming intensity.
I want to speak directly to you here because this is a really vital heads up. This period can be intensely emotional.
Think about it. When you're being pushed to drop old ideas, adopt entirely new perspectives, and deal with radical honesty in your relationships, yeah, it can temporarily feel pretty overwhelming. The sheer volume of truth coming to the surface might make you feel like you're in a bit of an emotional pressure cooker. But recognizing this is half the battle. The other half? Knowing that deliberately taking a step back isn't a sign of weakness at all. It's an absolutely crucial strategy right now.
So how do we handle it? Well, we have two highly practical tools to process this overwhelm. Step 1 is meditation. Step 2 is deep self-reflection. By deliberately slowing your pace and leaning into these internal practices, you're essentially creating a vital buffer against all that wild external energy of the blue moon. Meditation helps quiet the mind so you aren't just swept away by the intense fire energy, while self-reflection gives you the space to actually process all those new perspectives and relationship truths we just talked about. These are absolutely your best go-to solutions for getting through this period successfully.
And you know what? Once we process that emotional intensity, we get to move into the absolute most exciting phase of this transit, a profound time for new beginnings. By letting go of those outdated ideas and riding that wave of inspiration in sectors like education and travel, we're setting the stage for major life cycles to completely reset. This transit isn't just some fleeting moment on the calendar, it's a profound pivot point. It's literally an open invitation to look at the blank slate in front of you once the dust of that emotional intensity finally settles.
There's such a beautiful duality to this entire cosmic event. I mean, you can't really have new beginnings without endings, right? The clarity of this blue moon empowers us to confidently shut the door on old chapters, old ways of thinking, and relationships that just lack truth. It's a powerful cosmic signal because, honestly, only by honoring those endings and fully letting go can we step into the fresh opportunities waiting for us. It's this perfect balancing loop of release and initiation.
The core directive of this entire event really boils down to one powerful takeaway. It is time to redefine your goals and move forward with courage. That right there encapsulates the entire purpose of the Sagittarius blue moon. The freedom, the knowledge, the release of old ideas, it's all meant to lead you exactly here. It's a wake-up call to stop operating on autopilot. You are being urged to take this massive surge of energy and use it to rewrite what you're aiming for, and more importantly, to go after those new goals without any fear.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final thought to really chew on. Are you ready to redefine your goals? The cosmic stage is completely set for May 31st, 2026. The energy of Sagittarius is going to be there, offering you freedom, new knowledge, and unmatched clarity. The only variable left in this whole equation is you, your willingness to step back, let go of the past, and bravely chart a new course. Take a moment to deeply reflect on this question long after we sign off today. Thank you so much for joining me and keep looking forward.